Welcome back to the Alliance Opens after that great handoff from the whole family over there. We form Volta versus Pin is out. Volta's bringing a bunch of ham Lokis, which is kind of cool. We've seen it a few times this tournament as a way to get around the super duper fun Sleipnir bans. And Pin is out is bringing a bunch of absolutions and some ham sacrileges with a rook. They have worked in across from each other, actually. So tell me, how does that affect their decision, Dreckless, or decisions they're going to make?
Well, from the get-go, we were talking about it just a minute ago, and we're thinking that V0lta is going to do what we call a modified mini rush. Yet they did warp in at 50, and we've got two sacrileges sitting at 0 from Wangs. So it's going to be interesting to see what they are going to do exactly when the timer starts.
Yeah, there's a little bit of time before they come in. I think that something interesting here is that Pen is out did warp their sacrileges right in at 0, which are, very, very difficult to kill heavy tackle ships, where V0lta they are playing it a little bit more safe. They're in at about 30 here, so they have an opportunity to get around and just really get into that back line. I think V0lta's position's a little bit better here, and the match is starting right now, so we're going to see what these guys do.
Yes, and right from the bat, they're doing a reverse rush because V0lta is burning to the back and Wangs is going all out towards, rushing towards V0lta.
The Rook is trying to get jams on all three Lokis. Control Freak's Loki is currently tackled down by one of the Vengeances, so it looks like that Pen is out is going to try and take down a Loki. V0lta is immediately trying to blast that Vengeance, though they're doing a little bit of damage to the Sacrilege as well. There's not really any good target for V0lta to hit because every single one of these ships are resist bonused Amar assault frigates and assault cruisers.
And yes, and it looks to me that the stealth bomber actually already released his bomb because we saw damage coming in on the shields all over the spectrum.
Yeah, we are seeing that, and the Death Zeppelin is actually dropping pretty quickly for a heavy assault cruiser, but one of the deacons in the back is tackled down right now by the 3 Svipples, and Svipples still do a ton of DPS, so V0lta was able to kind of sneak around the screen, and now they're splitting damage, killing 2 ships at once, while their Loki of Control Freak is barely holding on in shields, and that sacrilege actually just completely drops. I'm not sure if he didn't activate his ADCU, maybe he forgot to fit it. That happens every once in a while.
Yeah, and while you're saying that, the second sacrilege is getting primaried and he's almost halfway through his armor.
There is something kind of interesting about this match, actually, that I think we're going to have to address in just a little bit here. Control Freak's Loki is dropping really, really quickly. And the other sacrilege is dropping right now, too.
Yeah, he's dropping, but he's kind of holding on. He's bleeding armor. Oh no, now he's getting chunks out.
Yeah, we are. I think that we've seen what's going on. We're going to address that after this, but we're just going to let this match play out for now and see what happens. Control Freak's Loki may be dropping here. The Deacons are barely holding on, but that ability to split the DPS was really, really effective. And it looks like Pin is out has stabilized at this point, and they did take the Loki down.
And in the meanwhile, the sacrilege is still holding out at half armor, and he's actually catching some reps. I thought he would go, and as I'm saying that, the machine of loving grace is getting some of his shields hit, and he's catching reps as well.
That was some pretty insane shield reps there, actually. He went from 0 shield to completely full in one hit. They did take down V0lta did take down both a Rook and a Deacon at the same time. Those Svipples doing pretty serious work in the background. Machine of Loving Grace does drop, though. They are out there pretty deep, and it is a little bit difficult to keep all of that up at the same time here. The Deacon of Chase is tackled now, and it looks like V0lta is continuing to split DPS on Sekka and Chase at the same time. Doing a lot of work with those destroyers in the back there.
Yeah, it's actually amazing to see how they go about their business right now. It's really interesting.
And Chase's Deacon is down as well. The Spitful of TikTok Toxic is tackled in the back. He's taken some damage. Sekka is probably going to die here at this point. There is no more logistics left on the pen is outside. The Lokis are just really, really powerful ships. Massive amount of DPS with Ham. Same with the Claymore. The Sacrilege does go down here.
And they have been complemented with the Spheepools really nicely in this setup.
And they have indeed the triple absolutions. Let's talk about that a little bit. They have very, very high damage and very high tracking. We've seen them a couple times, and they've seemed to survive quite well, but they don't really seem to be doing too good against this very Minmatar focused build. Lots of EM thermal damage, and we're seeing a lot of ability to tank through that. Nuke Michael is going down right here, and I think that at this point, V0lta is going to clean up. However, as chat has noticed, that does not necessarily mean that this is going to be a win.
Well, it all depends on how many of those absolutions are going to hold out. And with that, the first one is gone. And we have to see how the rest plays out. But I don't see V0lta letting this one go anymore.
No, I don't really either. Obviously, there's going to be some stuff that the referees are going to have to figure out after this match. But regardless, it was very, very good piloting on V0lta's part to get all of their, 4 destroyers around into the back line and tackle stuff in the back. We're going to figure out what's going on. For those of you who are not reading Twitch chat, which is probably a good idea in general. We did have a slight rules violation here where V0lta brought 4 destroyers. The rules of this tournament is that you can only bring 3 of the same ship class. So we're going to sort this out later. This one's going to be kind of, slight rules violation. Haha. Yeah, we're going to get this figured out. At the end of the day, for this specific match, V0lta does win. We're going to see what happens with the referees. It's nothing I have to worry about. I just read the bar graphs on the screen. We're just going to see these last 2 vengeances get finished off here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down on semantics and whether the rules state destroyer class ships or whether they see command and tactical destroyers as 2 separate entities, I guess.
And they did a little bit of tackle on Planet 6's Scimitar. He's not going to die to the vengeance right here. I will say I do really like both of these team comps as a good way to sort of get around the bans that happened, especially with the Sleipnir ban. This is going to get sent to referees, and we're also going to be sending this to the booth right now.